What is the best 529 plan in California? In this video, we're going to take a look at what the best 529 plan in California is. With the tuition fees rising each year and colleges getting more and more expensive to attend, there are various ways you can save funds for your kid to attend a college. You can also invest some money you have in the stock market or have a booming business so that the money you've saved right now commensurates with the college expenses that will be there later on. But there is a different way around it. This way is known as the 529 College Plan, which is exclusively in the US. The 529 College Savings Plan helps students buy tuition credits now and use it later whenever necessary. Besides, all of the funds you have in your 529 savings plan will be tax-free. So given that there are so many other options for saving up for college, ranging from investing in the stock market to securing bonds, which will be the best for you? Some studies have shown that a 529 plan with its tax-free environment can outperform other forms of investment. In the same way that you have other ways of saving up money for a child's education, there are various 529 plans that you can take a look at. Even if you're from a particular state, you can also choose to save for a 529 plan in California if you are to attend a college there. And given that there are many outstanding colleges in California, which is the best 529 plan for you? We'll take a look at that shortly. But before that, we'll take a minute to let you know that we're making these videos for free so that you can learn better ways to invest your money or make better use of what you have. If you can give us a like in the video in return, we'd be utterly grateful. And subscribing to our channel as well as hitting the notification button will help in this cause a little further. Okay, now let's dive right back into the details of the state of education expenses in California before taking a look at the 529 College Savings Plan offered there. California college costs and trends. If you're looking to study in California, you probably should be paying close attention to the details of the 529 plans. This is because of the fact that the expenses of having higher education in California shot up by a staggering 68.5% in the last 10 years. This means that California ranked as the 7th highest state. The institutes that provide higher education in the U.S., such as colleges and universities, saw an upsurge in the operating costs of 2.5% in 2019. Owing perhaps to the stagnancy of the economy due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this figure depleted to a 2.9% increase in 2018, compared to a 3.4% increase in 2017. As the costs increase, there will be a direct impact on the rising college fees as well as the living expenses of students. Looking for the best 529 college savings plan is a way to counter such exorbitant rises. Background. The scheme under which the 529 plan operates and offers tax concessions differ from state to state. This is sponsored by the state, its agencies, or educational institutions in its entirety. Triggered by the establishment of the Michigan Education Trust, or MET, for a prepaid tuition plan in 1986, thereby creating a fund to contribute certain sums of money for the quality educational services in return, the move was greeted by other states and embraced by the federal government. Moving with the flow, California launched a state-sponsored education savings plan in 1999, thus naming ScholarShare 529. There are no limitations for the participant. Those who desire to get engaged with the 529 plan may choose to select any of the plans irrespective of the state where they are located. Different 529 savings plans in California. There are no state income tax benefits that are offered by the state of California for contributions to an in-state 529 plan. If you are a resident of California, it is not mandatory that you choose the 529 savings plan in California itself. You can also choose to invest in the 529 plan of a different state, given that you are planning to pursue your higher education there. Let's take a look at a couple of outstanding 529 savings plans before we move into the best 529 plan in California. The Vanguard 529 College Savings Plan, sponsored by Nevada and operated by Census Broker Dealer Services Incorporated, is a 529 plan that offers investment options of 529 individual portfolios and target enrollment portfolio. Another 529 plan is the DC College Savings Plan, sponsored by the government of the District of Columbia and operated by Census College Savings Record Keeping Services, LLC, or ACSR. It offers options on the year of college enrollment portfolios, individual portfolios, and principal protected portfolios. A minimum investment of $25 is required to open an account in this plan. There is another plan by the name of ScholarShare 529. ScholarShare Investment Board, an agency of the state of California and chaired by the state treasurer, is the responsible authority to administer and implement this plan that intends to secure the qualitative tuition program under IRC Section 529. TIAA CREF Tuition Financing Incorporated, or TFI, is an institution as a plan manager that manages the entire 529 plan, not only in California, but in over 8 states with an asset value of over $38 billion as of July 2021. The plan introduced so far by the state is named as ScholarShare 529, which has its own specialty to operate with minimum contributions participants wish to inject. Along with these, there are numerous plans that offer a wide variety of options for the individual to opt for their quality education services under prepaid or savings plans at varying fees and structures. Which is the best plan in California? The best plan for the participants and beneficiaries to decide upon depends on numerous factors, some of which include tax deduction on credits offered by the state, cost issues, investment portfolio options, customer-centric attitude of the program manager and companies, etc. As of now, the state of California does not provide any sort of income tax benefit for the 529 plan, so picking any plan rests on the choice of the individual provided that they get satisfied with the strategic choices and judgments. The competition among the companies generally rests on the fees and investment options. Still, there are other factors to consider by the residents before contemplating the plans they are likely to choose, such as expenses and fees, minimum contribution balance to get started, flexibility, investment choices, economic benefits that it offers, rollover fees, and so on. 5-cap ratings conducted by the savingsforcollege.com based it on 4 parameters: performance, costs, features, and reliability. Give it a score of 3.95, 4.67, 5, and 4.71 respectively, out of 5 based on data as of December 21st, 2021 to the ScholarShare 529 plan. There are, however, numerous plans to look after by the individual, but decent guidance from the professionals is advised to be adhered to before commencing on the journey to be entitled for the plan. Since ScholarShare 529 is so highly rated, let's look at some of the reasons as to why the ScholarShare 529 is one of the best 529 plans in California. Looking at ScholarShare 529 in a bit of depth. What are the facilities or services that the beneficiary desires to opt for while undertaking such a plan? State tax incentives, optimal investment choices, minimum threshold contribution required to participate, the cost associated with the plan, and so on. This plan reserves the right to accord a wide range of benefits to the individual where you get to choose an investment portfolio likely to generate maximum utility from a bunch of portfolios ranging from single or multiple mutual fund investments or ETF with minimal fees. Fees include a plan management fee to the plan manager of 0.01% of the average daily net assets of the plan and an administrative fee at an annual rate of 0.05% of the average daily net assets to the board for certain investment portfolios. Eligibility criteria for the ScholarShare 529. Citizens of the U.S. or individuals residing in the U.S. having a valid Social Security number and having attained at least 18 years of age or emancipated minors may open an account after duly completing and signing the plan application designating the name of the beneficiary. Contributions. The fund can be contributed by the participant himself or herself or anyone among friends and family members without any restrictions on the lower limit, however, not exceeding $529,000 for each beneficiary on all accounts in the plan. This could be carried out via fund transfer from checking and savings accounts, electronic fund transfers, direct deposit from payroll, a rollover from another plan, redemption proceeds, direct deposit with a tax refund, or through gifts towards students' education savings. Qualifying expenses and investment portfolios. Qualified expenses for the ScholarShare 529 plan include tuition, mandatory fees, book, supplies, and equipment costs for enrollment, room and board expenses, computers and technology related, software, printer, and additional enrollment and attendance costs. Withdrawals made for other than qualifying expenses are subject to federal income taxation, with an additional 10% federal tax. Investment portfolios are the crux of the matter, which demonstrates the skills, judgment, and security of a plan in the future, whether it would boost the savings or revert back to incur some of the losses. ScholarShare Investment Board sketches the portfolio along with the underlying investment, displaying some sorts of discrepancies based on the time horizon, risk tolerance, and investment objective. Some of the portfolios that it operates are multi-fund investment portfolios, active multi-fund investment portfolios, active diversified equity portfolio, active growth portfolio, active conservative portfolio, active international equity portfolio, passive multi-fund investment portfolios, passive diversified equity portfolio, passive growth portfolio, passive conservative portfolio, index international equity portfolio, and single fund investment portfolios, social choice equity portfolio, ESG international equity portfolio, ESG bond portfolio, index bond portfolio, index US equity portfolio, and principal plus interest portfolio. Matching grant. If you are a resident of California and are opening a ScholarShare 529 plan account, you can receive up to $200 matching contribution. The concept of matching grants was introduced by the state of California to help lower-income families to save for the college expenses. Californians are granted $225 if they open up a college savings account alongside making contributions to this account on a regular basis. Given the rave reviews the ScholarShare 529 has gotten, we looked at the various merits it possesses in depth. You should cross-compare each of the various nuances that we have mentioned while looking at which plan is best for you. You can also take help from a lawyer before you decide on a particular 529 plan. And if your dream college is not in the state of California, it becomes all the more important to take a look at the best 529 savings plan for a California resident. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, let us know which of the 529 plans closest to you have found to be the best. It will help others to make their judgments as well. If you think there are some merits of the ScholarShare program that we have not highlighted, you can comment down below. Just to let you know again, you can subscribe to our channel to know more about other details of the 529 plan. In the meantime, you can enjoy this video on the screen.